With the whole industry seemingly going to games that cost $80, I have to tell you, I don't think companies realize just how little money people have these days. The average consumer is getting poorer and poorer, and for some reason, these companies keep asking for more and more. But at some point, you know, there is a limit. At some point, people don't have any more money to spend. And what then? What's gonna happen then at that point? I kind of think and partially hope actually that we're in for like a video game crash at this point. I feel like it's gonna happen, and a good part of me hopes it will happen because it's kind of getting out of hand here. Here's the thing. Nintendo raising the price to like $80 for certain games. It's not actually all across the board $80. They say it's gonna be a case by case basis on which games are gonna cost how much. Alright, fine. So they're gonna decide just how much money a certain game is worth. I say, alright. I say, I do the same. I've not really been super critical in the past on which games I buy. It's always been kind of, oh, this looks fun, I'll get it. Simple. But now with prices that we just get these days, it's kind of like I'm gonna have to look real critical at each game before I buy it. And honestly, imperfections are gonna be a lot less tolerable now. If you're gonna charge so much for a game, you best hope it's perfect. It's a perfect game. It's gonna have to be worth it for me to actually buy it these days. And what's worth it for me might not be worth it for you, which is honestly very much fair. Because personally, I think Mario Kart World, personally to me, worth it. I've put hundreds of hours into each Mario Kart entry, so honestly, I know it's gonna be worth it for me. But let's look at this, right? Donkey Kong Bonanza, $70. I'm on the fence on that one because I'm not really that much into Donkey Kong. Looks fun, but like $70 is a lot. It's a lot of money, especially these days. And it's not just Nintendo, because Microsoft and Xbox, they raised the price on not only their games but also their consoles. So, little example here. I was going to buy Doom: The Dark Ages. I saw that game, thought it looked nice, looked fun, and I was expecting like $70. I was expecting a price of like $70. I was hoping like 60, but that's not really the prices of these days anymore, I thought. So $70, which honestly, in retrospect, probably too much money for what it's worth. Honestly, but then I looked at what it costs now. $80. $80. That's actually just, it's a lot of money. So I'm gonna wait for a sale. If that doesn't arrive, I'm just not gonna get it because it's not worth $80. I think most that I'm willing to spend on that game is like 60. That's like the cap now. Where before I would have probably been okay with spending 70, but now that they've shown me their hand and the greed and just all of it, I've become more aware, and it's just like, nah, 70? 70 is also too much for a game like this. It's not worth it to me. It's fun, it's not that fun, right? And I feel like that's just how it's gonna be from now on when I go to buy games. A game has to be very fun if it's gonna be expensive like that. And I just kind of wanted to throw this in there, just to throw it in there. The Switch costing $450, honestly expensive. I do think that hardware wise, it's probably slightly overpriced. I don't think it's as overpriced as I hear some people say. I think the price for the console itself is kind of worth it, right? Because you're also kind of buying into the ecosystem. I know. Um, just hearing myself talk, I sound like a very big glazer now, but it's not really the point I'm trying to get across. But it's the price going forward with the games that I have a personal problem with, because it's just gonna price people out of games, man. It's really just not a good price. People are getting poorer and poorer every year, and just things, even necessities, and like games are a luxury, sure, but like it was a luxury that people in the past always seemed to like be able to afford pretty well. And that's just going away, and that's really sad to see to my favorite hobby just go like that. Yeah. I think a crash is coming if it keeps going down this path. And I think we kind of do need it. I think we need it to like stabilize it, because it's really out of control. It's grown to such proportions, and there's so much money involved. And with so much money involved, there's so much greed involved, and greed is really showing nowadays. I don't know. Every new game I see, every new price that I see, that backlog is looking tempting. It's looking more tempting by the year, by the day, by the minute. I'm scrolling through it much more often now than I was in the past, and even revisiting a lot of retro games that I played in my past. And honestly, they're usually even better. They're usually even better games. It's crazy. From now on, I'm just gonna make educated choices on a case by case basis on each games, which ones I think are worth it and which ones are not. And there's gonna be no more sympathy from me from like, oh, but they worked so hard on this or that. No, if you're gonna charge this much, I don't really care. It has to be near perfect. And if it's not, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna point out everything. No more sloppy like releases where everything bugs out, nothing works, because I'm not gonna settle for that anymore. If that's the case, I'm not just not gonna buy it anymore. Like fix it. If the game doesn't run well, if it's not fun enough, I'm not buying it. Simple. And I encourage everyone to do the same. If you think a game is worth 80, perfect. Get it. I'm doing the same. If a game is worth 80 to me, I'm paying 80. But that window is small, I'll tell you. There is not many games worth 80. There's not many games worth 70. 60, you kind of got me. 60 is fine for a lot of things. Not a lot of games, honestly. It's kind of, this whole thing has put me just in a state where I'm just overthinking all the prices now. Like where even 60 sounds like a lot now, because I'm just thinking which games in the past couple years have been worth 60 or 70 or 80. There's a couple, sure, there's a couple. But like I think I overpaid a lot for some games even that's 70 or 60. That's what I'm thinking now, and these thoughts were never there. I was a good loyal customer for a good bit there, but they just had to increase the price and wake me up, I guess. Well, good job. Good job. Hope it's worth it.